You guys, I'm so mad. I just filmed this for like 22 minutes. I was talking, and when I hit the upload button, it said that it couldn't because it was too long, because it's like you can only upload 15 minutes, which I thought, but it just kept. I thought if it was like over a certain amount, it would just cut me off. But it didn't. It just kept going. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep talking. And so it was 22 minutes long, and then it said that I couldn't upload it, but then a button that I clicked said that I could now upload longer stupid ass videos. So I'm mad because now I have to make this video again. But yeah, so hey guys, first off, sorry for this crappy webcam quality whatever video, but again, I thought that I knew that this video was going to be long, so I didn't want to like film it on my camera and edit 22 minutes of footage, because that's not how I want to spend my Sunday. So hopefully I don't make that many mistakes. I didn't the first time around, but who knows now. And I also wanted to apologize for this mess, because last night I was doing laundry really late and I didn't want to finish it, so I had to sleep in here. I'm in my office right now, so there's a little bit of change of scenery. Like, it's kind of half and half though, because this side of the room looks like, I don't know, Dungeon Dragon, and this over here looks normal, so I don't know what's going on here, but I promise there's something there. Should I turn this on? No. So yeah. But yeah, this is just gonna be like an about me vlog. Like, I kind of asked you guys what you wanted to see. Ugh, my hair today. I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and it was either between this or a room tour. And I am going to do a room tour video soon, so look out for that sometime this week. But yeah, oh my gosh, so where do I begin again? So yeah, my name is Nikki, like you mostly should know that. And it's not short for anything. I'm spinning. Um, it's Nikki. It's Nikki, and I was named after Nikki Sixx, because I get questions all the time like, oh, is that short for Nicholas or Nick or something? And no, it's not. Um, it's Nikki. So yeah, but I don't get offended if you don't call me that. Some of my family calls me Nick, and nobody calls me Nicholas, because I'm not Saint Nick, okay? I'm just Nikki. Um, so yes, I'm 20 years old. I was born in July of 1992 in Los Angeles, California. Pretty much, if you wanted to be specific, I was born in the Valley, Simi Valley, Woodland Hills, but it's just Los Angeles. It's all Los Angeles. So yeah, I was born there, which was cool. It's kind of a cool thing to say, because everybody sees, they are like so inspired, I think, by Los Angeles. They're just like, oh, it's like all movie stars, but if you go there, you'll be sadly mistaken, because it's not what, the hype is on the TV. Anyway, so yes, I actually live in Pittsburgh now, because we had an earthquake in 1994, and we moved here because both my parents were traumatized. It kind of wrecked our house too, so both my parents were traumatized, and they didn't want to be there anymore, because it was a bad one. I think it was in 93 or 94. I'm gonna say 94, but yeah, it was a pretty bad earthquake, so it traumatized them. And my dad is originally from Youngstown, Ohio, which is a small town in eastern Ohio. Close here to Pittsburgh, it's only an hour away. And so he was from there, but he was out in California, southern Los Angeles, Hollywood, trying to make it as a rock star, because he was big into that, and he had formed a band and was out there trying to make it, but that never happened. So my parents met though, because he was working a side job at my mom's company, and like, she didn't own the company, but she worked there too. They met, they had me, and then of course we moved out here, and they didn't get married until we moved back home. Here anyway. I call this home now because I'm so used to it, and I don't remember any of California, other than like I've been back and they've showed me where I was born, so I know what it looks like. I just don't remember it back then. So, yeah, my dad was from Youngstown, and so we just moved there originally, but then my mom got a job here in Pittsburgh, and we had to move here. And this house that I'm in right now, we've been in since 1995, but my parents separated when I was in 5th grade, so um, they kind of had an agreement, because I have one brother and one sister, but I am the only child of both my parents. So my brother is 27, and he's from my mom's first marriage, and my sister is from after he left my mom, my dad. And she's 9, so yeah. But like since my brother was already in the scene and I, like whatever, they split up and I guess they had agreed before they officially split up. They just said, hey, if anything happens, you have my brother, and my dad would take me because I'm his only kid, and yeah, it would be fair that way, I think. And it was. I mean, it sounds fair. So I guess I really didn't have a say. So I went with my dad when he left her, and I didn't have a choice. And the thing about it is, here in Pittsburgh, elementary school, or first school, however you call it, I don't know, but in Pittsburgh we call it elementary school. It's first grade through sixth grade, and then seventh grade starts middle school. But in Ohio, sixth grade starts middle school. So I was like traumatized when I went there. I was just like, I'm going from one classroom and one teacher to like 8 or 9 teachers in classrooms. So it was so confusing, so traumatizing. I just wanted to move back home. So I was home for another year. Then throughout like middle school, 7th and 8th grade, I was back and forth here and in Ohio. But I stayed in Ohio. I can't talk, I'm all tongue twisted. And this is why I wish I had editing. Um, but I stayed in Ohio for like 2 years. Then in October of 8th grade for me, um, my dad had something go wrong with his job, and he had to end up moving to California because I think his friend out there promised a job, a house, whatever. He had to move, across the country. So I didn't want to go because I do still have family in Los Angeles that stayed, my grandparents on my mom's side, but for the most part, most of my family is here on the East Coast. I have my grandma, my aunt, and my grandpa in Ohio, still in Youngstown area. I have my brother and niece and nephew here, and I have a few family relatives in Minneapolis and down in Florida. So I just wanted to stay here because I kind of knew people, it would just be like a complete new thing if I moved out to California. So I wasn't feeling that. Even though it's like California, he didn't move to like the beach. He moved to country bumpkin, like middle of the states, you know. He moved like just east of the capital, but if you go there, you will realize it's not like, oh my God, it's California. So I get that a lot too, like, oh, you know, you rejected to live in California, and I'm like, yeah, well, you try going out there and you tell me how you like it. But um, so that's it. I'm trying to think of everything that I talked about the first time. I said that I was a really picky eater, or I am a really picky eater. I don't know what is wrong with me, but like for the most part, my meals and stuff are like chicken tenders and fries, or chicken nuggets, breaded chicken. I like grilled chicken too, but it just can't have anything crazy on it. If I have a burger, I have to have it plain. I don't like ketchup, mustard. I mean, anything that really goes on a burger, like tomatoes, lettuce, onions, any of that, I don't like any of it. And it's not that I don't just like ketchup or mustard or anything on my burger. I don't like ketchup at all. So that's kind of weird. I don't like soups. I don't like, mac and cheese or any of that crap. I just eat like cheese pizza. I don't like anything else on my pizza, just cheese. And I don't do salad or I like some fruits, but vegetables, no. And I have a huge sweet tooth, like candy, candy. Oh, and I love sour stuff, if you couldn't tell too. Toxic waste and warheads. That's a good thing. But yeah, so I love candy, and I'm always getting it. So I'm probably gonna have diabetes because it runs in the family. But let's see. I don't remember what I talked about. Oh, I did say that, like, not to, like, brag or anything, because I hate when people brag, but I just think it's an interesting fact about me, is that I travel a lot, and I've gotten to see so many great things. I think I'm coming up on my 8th cruise this Halloween. It's for my mom's 50th birthday. That's how we're celebrating it. And we're going to be on Royal Caribbean ship, the biggest cruise ship that they have right now, the Allure or the Oasis. I think it's the Allure though. Whatever the biggest cruise ship in the world right now is, that's what I'm going on. So I'm really excited because never been on like a huge ship before, but it's so interesting to like go to these different countries and to see, um, the cultures. And if you like it, you stay, or you like go back. It's a great way to kind of just like see different islands. And but yeah, that's another thing. We've only really cruised the Caribbean, kind of down to South America, but not really to Europe or to Alaska or Mexico. I mean, we've been to Mexico like on cruises several times, but not. I'm thinking about the other side of Mexico by California, that angle of it. So and cruises isn't the only thing that I go on either. I go to Vegas. Obviously, of course, I have my Bellagio shirt on right now. Because I stayed there for my aunt's 50th birthday, which was just last October. Because that's kind of weird. My aunt and my mom's birthdays is both in October. But yeah, so I've traveled really a lot, and I've got to see a lot of states like California, Nevada, Utah. Like, I don't know, it's a lot, but I've gotten to see a lot and do a lot, so I'm very thankful to that. And it's really cool, a lot of stuff that I've done. Probably some of my favorite things that I've done is we went zip lining in Belize, which is south of Mexico, so it's just like a country by Guatemala. That was really cool. Going ziplining like that. In Dominica, which is an island in Central Caribbean by St. Lucia, and we went river tubing there, which was also very cool and interesting because it was in the rainforest. And then afterwards we got to eat at this local shack that they took us to, like local food, and it was just so cool. And another thing, of course, swimming with the dolphins was fun, but that's something that like a lot of people know to do, or like a lot of people do that. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that I've done that I really liked. Parasailing, I've done that a couple times. I gotten to swim with the stingrays. That was cool too. But that's enough about me, or like that part of it. What else did I talk about? I don't remember.
It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in case you didn't know. But I was, let's see. Oh, saying about like makeup and stuff, and this was, can you see that? This was the first thing that I bought ever for myself, because before I wanted it. It's just a concealer from Revlon, but with this like brush applicator, so you just like paint it on. But I got it because I wanted to cover up my blemishes in like middle school, high school, and let's see. Yeah, I was like kind of taking my mom's stuff and like covering up with it, but she uses Bare Essentials, so ugh. So I bought this and like a foundation or something. That was the first thing ever that I bought. Um, yeah. So about work, I did talk about work, and I'm not working right now, and I'm also not going to school. I would like to get back to school though, but the reason I'm not working is because I planned on starting a job back in Youngstown. I was gonna move back there with my aunt because that's where she lives with her husband, and her husband works at the school, but doing maintenance or whatever that at the high school, and so he was gonna get me in, but I this is bad. I have a court date on the 1st of October, and I can't have, since the school job is a state job, I can't have anything on my record. Um, like, yeah, so I don't know what's going to go on. And of course, you're probably wondering, oh my God, what are you going to court for? Well, I hung out with some bad people, like the bad crowd. I got into the wrong crowd, hanging out with the wrong people, and the girl that I was with the one time we were shopping at the grocery store, she decided that she was going to pick up some makeup, put it in her bag without paying, and I was considered an accomplice because I was there and basically unaware, didn't try to stop it, whatever. So I'm off to court for her stupid mistake. So seriously, guys, if you're into that, don't don't do it because it's not worth it. Because look, I can't even get a damn job. I've not been working for like 2 months because because of this stupid ass trial. So yeah, so hopefully nothing comes of it. Nothing will be on my record, and I can get this job. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay here in Pittsburgh, continue to work, and you know, go to school because I need to get back to school. But the reason I quit school was because I really wasn't into it. And if it bothers you that I keep looking down here, I'll try to look up here. But if uh, I was paying for my college or somebody else was, because I know my mom and other people had offered, like, hey, I'll help you with college if you need it. I don't really want to be taking people's money and wasting it. And college is something that you really have to want. When I was going, I was like goofing off, skipping class, not, being serious about it, and that's not, what college is about. You're supposed to be there to learn and be serious about it. So I am serious about it now, but before I wasn't, so that's why I kind of dropped out and haven't been going. But I would really like to get back into it. But I need money to do that, and I can get money without no job. So, but like I do get money, so I'm not like broke. So we shouldn't worry about that. But I just like definitely don't have thousands of dollars to shell out for college. But yeah, so I am just basically still here at home until I can figure this out. Oh God. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's basically all I talked about in the first thing. I know. Oh, I was talking about like my favorite restaurants since I'm so picky, and I was saying that the collab channel that I'm on, if you don't know about, I'll leave that stuff down there. But we were talking about the Rainforest Cafe is really cool. There's a few, I know it's a chain and there's all over, but I've been to the one in Disney World down in Florida. I don't know if they have one in the Disneyland in California. But they might. But it was in the Animal Kingdom in Disney World. They also have one in Niagara Falls in Canada, and they have one in Vegas that I've been to. So those are the three that I've been to. And that's like just a really awesome restaurant. They've got good food. It's a cool atmosphere, very different. So that's probably my favorite restaurant. And we were talking about that on there in our little message thing on Facebook. That's our favorite restaurant too. But I just like, TGI Fridays and whatever, that kind of stuff, that just has everything. Like chicken fingers and burgers and pizza, and that's all I eat. So, um, yeah. But that's basically it for now. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just like, I'm mad because I filmed a really good, like, I filmed this already and now I had to do it again. So, ugh, I have this wristband in case you're wondering. My sister's, or my niece's birthday was today. She turned 9 on Wednesday, but since she had school, her birthday party was today, and we went to a bounce house, which I'd never been to, so it was kind of cool. And we ate pizza and cake, and it was amazing. That was dramatic, but yeah, so I don't know. If you have any questions, just leave it below. Hopefully I can upload this shit now that I accepted the thing that, like, I can upload more than 15 minutes. We shall see. Ugh. But yeah, so, love you guys, and if you have any questions, leave them. Check out the Beauty Collab channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye!